going to collect it together. Just put pocket information, so it's not full. None of it's clear.
Isn't enough? Kevin Landers with ONN affiliate WBNS TV in Columbus spoke with Ohio Health immunologist Dr. Joseph Castaldo.
The J&J vaccine is effective against preventing hospitalization and death, but people looking to boost their immune systems are now gaming the vaccination network by mixing their J&J shot with another vaccine.
Statistically speaking, it's probably safe, but I can't say definitively. I've not seen any data that says that it's not safe to do. But again, we want to follow the official recommendations from the FDA and the CDC.
Dr. Castaldo says pharmacists are prevented from giving people the booster shot now. He says what people need to understand is that getting vaccinated is safer than being unvaccinated. I'm Kevin Landers.
The body of a teenage swimmer who went missing in Lake Erie last week has been found. A boater found the 16-year-old boy Sunday evening at Headlands Beach State Park, according to the Lake County Sheriff's Office. He'd been swimming with friends at the beach when he went underwater Friday afternoon. I'm Dave James on the Ohio News Network.
Calls and conversations continue in less than 3 minutes as the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues after this.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Have you ever thought about having a podiatric physician examine your feet? Doctors of Podiatric Medicine set broken bones, perform wound care, and remove bunions. Common health issues that they treat include ingrown or fungal nails, corns, warts, and skin problems like athlete's foot. Foot exams are easy and can prevent many problems. If you can't walk, work, or enjoy sports activities without pain, what are you waiting for? To find a podiatric physician who is a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
Your child's teeth and gums need the right nutrition and care to grow strong and stay healthy. A back-to-school dental appointment can diagnose any potential problems and improve your child's oral health. Ohio Dental Association member dentists are located throughout the state, are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care, are bound by the highest ethical standards, and obtain superior ongoing education and training. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association and American Dental Association so you know you're being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
The celebration begins Friday, August 13th at Wheeling's Heritage Port with live music. Celebrate 20 years of the Heritage Music Blues Fest. This year's Blues Fest features blues superstars Ronnie Earl and the Broadcasters, 2021 Traditional Blues Grammy winner Bobby Rush, the rock and blues of Indigenous and Anna Popovich, and up-and-coming blues superstars Davy Knowles and Hannah Wickland.
Okay, that's good. All right, we'll get to him right away then. Thank you. And you heard me say it's actually pouring down rain here now on this heavy thunder. I hope we don't get lightning or power problems, but it will, it will not be. You're absolutely right.
Or apply to a down payment. Offers may vary for hybrid models. See your dealer for details. Offers end September 7th. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hello, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the storm tracker, Darnell Foster. With a look at your local weather forecast for your Tuesday. Mix of sun and clouds with a scattered shower of thunderstorms possible. A daytime high of 87. Showers potential through the evening and the overnight, otherwise partly cloudy. Temperatures down to 74 for the low. A mix of sun and clouds for your Wednesday. Chance of a late day shower or storm. Highs near 87 degrees. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
Well, good morning, sunshine.
It's time to wake up now.
Time to wake up!
Today I don't want to.
Why not?
Why not?
Today, it's National Lazy Day.
Boy, are you lazy.
Oh, lazy.
You lazy!
You are lazy?
You think I'm lazy?
Get lazy?
People are lazy.
So lazy.
But get up anyway!
Okay, well, let's get it started then.
But you are lazy, right?
Yep. All right, it's showtime.
The Valley is nearing a return to normal, and we're celebrating with the 100 days of summer. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
It is 74 degrees and storming at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. 75 degrees, thunder, and really heavy rain coming down at my home studios in the Elm Grove section of Wheeling. 74 at the Robinson Auto Group Studios downtown Wheeling in the heart of the Ohio Valley. So rain throughout the morning, more scattered showers than serious storms, but serious storms could come in later in the day. It's going to be warm, it's going to be muggy, tropical in the bad tropical sense of the word. Daytime high, we'll push 90, call it officially 87 or 88. That's what you have to look forward to. The other thing we all have to look forward to is the start of school. Back to school is coming, and it's time for us to begin our usual yearly series of interviews and conversations about going back to school. One thing going back to school always involves is technology anymore. I mean, way back when, in my days, it was getting the 64 box of Crayola crayons and a 3-ring binder. That was pretty much it. But technology is a big deal these days. Albert Lawrence is technology correspondent for CBS's Innovation Nation, and he's here to talk to us about going back to school and what you can do for technology for your kids. Albert, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning to you, Howard. And yeah, let's get back to class.
It is that time. Of course, many parents are already saying, please, let's get those kids back to class. get them out of the living room and back to class. But when I was a kid, it was a 64 box of Crayola crayons, and if I was really lucky, you got one with the sharpener on the back. That was the sharpener on the back of the Crayola box was high tech back then. Things are a little bit different these days, right?
Yes, things are a little bit different these days, but I remember that as well, too. So since those days, I ended up studying at Yale University, and now I get a chance to also work with students virtually. So when people are asking me, so what's the kind of technology, what are the different devices that we should be looking at, I like to talk about apps and tech that are versatile, that have more than one functionality, Howard, so that we can really get our bang for our buck.
What kind of apps are you talking about, for example?
Yeah, so for example, Ibotta. Through the app Ibotta, every child in America is getting a chance to get several of their back-to-school supplies for free this year, all through the Ibotta shopping platform. So here's exactly how it works, Mike. So this is Ibotta's first ever back-to-school free-for-all event. So what you just do is you download the Ibotta app. Then you're going to add offers. For example, you'll see there's some Skippy peanut butter on there. You'll see that there's a loaf of Nature's Own bread. You'll add those offers to the app. Then you just go shopping. You go shopping at Walmart in-store or some of the different e-retailers like Target. You add those items to your cart, you check out, and then you'll get your cash back. So you get to hear that lovely sound in your head of ka-ching because you got some free items.
Ibotta, help me. I like bought as in B-O-U-G-H or I-B-O-T, Ibotta.
So I-B-O-T-T-A, Ibotta.
I-B-O-T-T-A, yep. Okay, all right. And that's an app we can download from our app stores or Google Play shop and so on, right?
Exactly, yep. You want to download it right onto your phone, and then that way you can keep it with you as you go shopping.
All right, what else can you suggest?
Yeah, so I know that you will appreciate this because you talk about operating out of your home studio. So remote learners really deserve to have a fly setup, of course. So what Razer is doing is they're giving up to 20% off of select gear on Razer.com. And all anybody has to do is register for Razer's student education program and use the code back to school. So, for example, you know from having a home studio, you got to have a good chair, right? So Razer has this Isker chair, right? And that Isker chair will really help to keep your posture right. And then when you're doing live streaming, think about a webcam. So they have the Keo Pro webcam with this light adaptable sensor. But above all things, Howard, I know you believe in this. You need good sound. You got to operate with good sound. So there's the Siren Mini compact condenser mic that's also right there available on the site. So the better to hear you with.
It really is hard for people. I mean, it's my job. I am a professional, but it is hard sometimes for parents to sort of figure out what kind of setup do I need for my kids if they're going to do remote learning, and that's still going to be a big deal for some kids this year. Not as big, hopefully, as last year, but you want to be set up and ready to go.
Absolutely. You want to be set up. You want to be ready to go. And you know what? You also want to be secure, Howard, because the more that we're using online materials, the more that we want to think about our digital security. So that's when Aura comes in. So what Aura does is Aura provides this easy-to-use, all-in-one digital security protection. And this helps to keep your family's personal information, their devices, and the finances safe from online threats. So what you'll do is you'll register your devices using Aura, and then anytime something seems a little fishy, Howard, you're going to get an alert that's sent to your phone. So you know to check this out. And the team at Aura has already resolved more than 150,000 fraud cases. So you know that you're operating with a team that actually is looking out for you, and you don't have to be so afraid if you look over your shoulder while you're searching, while you're doing your work online.
That has to be one of the great concerns that parents do have in this day and age is with all of the technology that kids do have, how much in danger do they find themselves from someone hacking in or doing bad things with the tech?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're always thinking about that. And you talk about being online, and we can't get online. Most of us can't get online without a good computer, right? So I want to talk for a moment about Gateway, because Gateway is giving consumers some really affordable computer options that also do feature the most up-to-date technology. And Howard, this line, it's a beautiful line of notebooks. There's a Walmart exclusive, but they come in different colors and different screen sizes. But one of my favorite things about this is that you can find a model for under $200. You're getting a brand new notebook for under $200. That's serious. And this notebook is coming with 11th generation Intel core processors. With 11th generation Intel core processors. That's making sure that you're getting that faster startup that you want. And again, I'm going to go back to audio because I know who I'm talking to right now, Howard. This has got great audio and it's tuned by THX. So you're getting great stuff out of your speakers. And then if you get a laptop, if you get a notebook, you know that you're going to need good software. So you're already getting the Windows 10 Home in there, and it gets upgraded to Windows 11 when that comes out. It's really a phenomenal time, Howard.
Again, I show my age all the time. I show my age, but I mean, I remember when I first started buying home computers or home laptops. I mean, we were in $1,000 to bring something home that now you can get for a couple $100. And most people forget to think about the software. So you want a built-in software package like a Windows package, Windows 10 or something. So that sounds like a pretty good deal. And Gateway, I'm not here to sell Gateway. I've used Gateway, and they are good computers.
Yes, they are really, really great computers. It's also just a great brand that you can also, again, buy with confidence. And one of the fantastic things, too, about this, Howard, is that anybody who's been listening, they want to be like, what was that Aura again? What was Razer? What's Ibotta? What's Gateway? They can find out even more at tipsontv.com.
Tipsontv.com.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Real quick, what about gaming? Can kids, I mean, gaming is a big part of kids' lives these days.
Yeah, so one of the great things about gaming is that, look, when I talk about versatility, I know that some of the same equipment that kids are going to be using in order to do their work also happens to be a lot of the same equipment that they can use to do their play, right? So that's a fantastic place for Razer to come on in, because you've got like this Isker chair that really does help out with that posture. That's great for if you're going to be sitting down for quite a while. as well too. So gaming, the gamers, we're thinking about the gamers, and we're also thinking about those who are studying, doing all their academic work as well.
Well, you've got some good ideas here. Most of them are money-saving ideas, which I think every parent is looking for this time around. I mean, the whole, especially if you're going off to college, the whole concept of going off to college can be very expensive. You got to find the best ways to save money, cut corners, if you will, and without cutting the need, cutting what their students need, because it can be expensive.
Yeah, I mean, you really did.
All right, Albert, I appreciate your time this morning. Again, people can find out more, tipsontv.com. All the things we talked about here are available for review on there. I almost all of them, I'm not familiar with some of these, but almost all of them I am, and they sound like a pretty good idea to me. Parents, it's time to think about going back to school, and these are some good suggestions.
Great. Thank you so much, Howard.
Thank you, Albert. I appreciate it. Albert Lawrence with us this morning here. Back to school. We do this every year. We just do a bunch of real short, quickie interviews with different people on different aspects of going back to school. First of these series today with Albert Lawrence, who is a CBS tech expert, reports for a couple of CBS shows, particularly Innovation Nation is there. He was a correspondent for the CBS series, the Henry Ford's Innovation Nation. And so lots of good stuff there. I'm hoping the kids won't have to be too remote, but some will be. And maybe more will be than we hope. We'll just have to wait and see how this whole thing plays out. Uh-oh! Biffy, you got to check the list. It just came out. I'm going to have to start reading through. The latest baby dog winners have been announced. I'm going to do a quick review here and see if my name is on here or if anybody I know is on here. The baby dog contest is in its final week, and we have the first round of winners for the day. I'll share them with you coming up next here on the Watchdog Morning Show. 9:21, 21 after the hour, 75 rainy degrees.
This is Bill DeFay.
For your money with everyday low prices, and we meet or beat internet pricing. Play before you buy and let our product specialists help you pick out the instrument that's right for you. CA House Music, supporting local musicians since 1872. Play music for life.
Hello, I'm Chuck Reddick, Commissioner of the Internal Revenue Service. We're working hard to get ready for tax filing season. You know who else is working hard? Identity thieves. Keep your computers and your mobile phones secure. Use antivirus software and strong passwords. Look out for email scams. Secure your home Wi-Fi with a password. Stay safe when you shop online. Look for HTTPS in the web address. See irs.gov for details.
Now, during the Jim Robinson Ford Lincoln Toyota Pre-Owned Super Sale, select from over 80 vehicles in stock starting under $5,000. Most are local trades, many with one owner. Hurry to Jim Robinson at the Highlands, home of lifetime powertrain protection. Now, during the Jim Robinson Ford Lincoln Toyota Pre-Owned Super Sale, select from over 80 vehicles in stock starting under $5,000. Most are local trades, many with one owner. Hurry to Jim Robinson at the Highlands, home of lifetime powertrain protection.
Hi, this is Hoppy Kercheval. West Virginia, in many ways, is a diverse state, often with different issues, challenges, and successes depending on where you live. But we're also a small state, and we're all connected by being West Virginians. Every day from 10:06 till noon, I talk about and provide insight into the events that shape who we are. My approach is tough but fair, and we may disagree, but together we'll stay abreast of what's going on in our great state. Successes, the hardships, the challenges, and of course the politics that contribute to making us who we are. So join me weekdays, 10:06 till noon for Metro News Talk Line.
You can vote in our Watchdog poll and read commentary in our blogs on watchdognetwork.com. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
I have a feeling that the weather we're dealing with right now is the weather we're going to have throughout the day today. Zach has been saying it's going to be the scattered showers on and off throughout the day today, maybe some isolated thunderstorms. We have had 2 rounds of storms go through at the airport since we started the show this morning. They went through, they went away, they came back, they've gone again. Here at my home studios, we had fog, and then it cleared up, it got overcast, we heard thunder, it looked pretty bad, then it began to rain, poured down rain, and now the rain has passed us again. So I think that's going to be kind of what we're living with throughout the day today. Hither and yon, showers, maybe isolated thunderstorms. As Zach often says, be sure to bring your brelly with you, because that's what's going to be needed perhaps at various times throughout the day today. 74 at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, 75 here at the home studios, and 75 at the Robinson Auto Group Studios, downtown Wheeling, in the heart of the Ohio Valley. It's 9:26. Well, Biff, I didn't win again.
No.
No, looks like you didn't win again either, pal. It looks like we are without win. we have not won. Not too many baby dog winners up here in the northern panhandle. Let me do a quick scan of this. I think I saw Moundsville. Richard Timko of Moundsville. That name's familiar. Is he a listener sometimes? Richard Timko of Moundsville, at any rate, is a shotgun winner. Okay. Hope he's a friend since he's got a new gun. Alexandra Lengyel of Weirton won one of the state park weekend getaways. So did Reagan Marshall, also from Weirton, a state park weekend getaway. And it looks like about it. That's it. Those are the only 2 Panhandle, 3. 2 from Weirton, 1 from Moundsville, Panhandle winners in the Do It for Baby Dog contest so far today. Now, keep in mind, these are the scholarships, the hunting license, the fishing license, the guns, and the weekend getaway. Later today, the governor will be flitting around the state, showing off his baby dog with keys to new trucks and with millions of dollars. And I think, Biff, am I right? This week there were $2 million drawings, or 2 big drawings, right, for cash?
Is it 2, or is it just the one that's the 1,558,000 or whatever
there
it
were
is?
2. I forget how it worked. There was one for $1 million and then one for 588. I believe. I could be wrong. I openly admit I could be wrong. But I think there are going to be 2 large drawings this week. The drawings occurred, of course, on Monday. So here's the deal. If any of your friends say something unusual, they're like, perhaps we should go to lunch at the West Sports Bar. And you go, well, we had no plans for lunch. No, I think we should go. You might be expecting to visit the dog. Brush your teeth because you have to kiss a dog. Maybe. Maybe. You didn't get any calls, did you, Biff? No calls came in for me there or for you at the radio station. Maybe they didn't call me on my phone here at home. Maybe they called the radio station. Anybody called looking for me?
No calls
Like
yet.
from the governor's office?
No calls yet.
No. You didn't get any calls.
No, I'm still waiting.
You know, it's conceivable the two of us could each win. If there's two big drawings, you get the million, I get the 588 or something. We could be the two big winners this time.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's not the case.
Nah, but we can dream.
But it's always possible. Anyway, the baby dog winners are up. I'm reading from the governor's email here. I believe that if you want to pick up the list of winners. I think it's on already Channel 7's website. So go to WTRF.com and you can pick up the baby dog winners of the day. And remember, if you are a baby dog winner and baby dog sees you in person, the governor is going to expect you to hug and kiss the dog. And I have yet to see anybody who did that was happy about it. But they go, kiss the dog, $1 million. Kiss the dog, get a truck. Bring the doggy here. So those other winners will be announced later today. All right, 9:30 in the morning. I want to talk about some more back-to-school stuff since we talked with Albert Lawrence earlier about back-to-school technology and buying things in the tech field. What are the things that parents are buying back to school this year and every year, and how much are they spending on it? I've got a look at some of that. And what are some of the reasons parents are excited for their kids getting back to school? I'll take a look at those stories coming up on the Watchdog Morning Show. Also in the next half hour, we'll check in with the folks at WTRF TV to see what they're working on today, besides the baby dog contest. So all that's coming up. You can text me, 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600. You are welcome to call me. I've got some room available on the CityNet hotline at 304-232-8255. 9:31, 29 till the hour. It's the Watchdog Morning Show on WKKX and WVOY, FM and AM.
The Metro News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
bargain discussions.
A couple of months ago, Evans did face 4 federal misdemeanors, and then a grand jury met and issued a felony charge.
Evans is one of more than 500 people charged in the breach. You're listening to Metro News, the voice of West Virginia. Deputies in Nicholas County are investigating a deadly UTV wreck. A 14-year-old girl was thrown off the machine and died Sunday night in the community of Levacy. 2 other teens riding with her were hurt. Deer hunting is coming to the city of Martinsburg. The city announcing this week that registration is open for an urban deer hunt within city limits. Those who are interested should apply for a permit to hunt in city limits. You can read all of our stories at WVMetroNews.com. From the Metro News Anchor Desk, I'm Carrie Hudasek.
The Pirates are back in action when they host the St. Louis Cardinals tonight at PNC Park. In their last 10 games, the Pirates are 3-7. They've been outscored by 28 runs. The team batting average is .229. Ouch. Well, due to a contract situation, T.J. Watt is not practicing with his teammates. He has yet to sign a long-term deal. Meanwhile, his teammates continue to prepare for the preseason game coming up Thursday night in Philadelphia against the Eagles. Well, 73-year-old Mike Lang is retired as the Penguins announcer. Lang spent 50 years in the broadcast booth, and I loved hearing some of his signature calls and clever phrases.
And a foul, Arnold Slick from Turtle Creek.
No, Eddie Spaghetti. And ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has just left the building. Students with a...
Yes, Mike Lang has just left the building. I'm Bill DeFabio on sports, and we are the Watchdog.
The celebration begins Friday, August 13th at Wheeling's Heritage Port with live music. Celebrate 20 years of the Heritage Music Blues Fest. This year's Blues Fest features blues superstars Ronnie Earl. Fest, Friday, August 13th through Sunday, August 15th. Tickets and info at heritagemusicfest.com.
Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 want to thank the owners and contractors of the Ohio Valley for using their locally trained workers to help build for the future. Local 83 helps design, fabricate, and build the gas infrastructure for the oil and gas industry here in the Ohio Valley. Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 is 300 members strong and growing. They also do residential, commercial, and industrial work on both sides of the river. For more information, call Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local 83 at 304-233-4445.
Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands is the perfect place to relax after a long day. Happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Get $2 off appetizers, $3 off domestic drafts, and house wine specials. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA. Quaker Steak and Lube at the Highlands with another steal of a deal. Get a steak burger and fries all day Monday for only $8.99. It's also Military Mondays. The Lube will take 25% off for all veterans, active duty military, and first responders. Quaker Steak and Lube, voted Best Wings USA.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Does your company's website work for you? Is it helping attract new clients and improving your brand awareness? If not, or you don't know, contact the team at Omni Strategic Technologies. With expert web developers, they build amazing web experiences that help their clients perform better. Contact Omni at 304-242-7600 or visit them at www.omniperforms.com.
Follow us on Facebook for the latest news, show updates, podcasts, alerts, and live video streams from the Valley's only network dedicated to local, community-driven talk radio, The Watchdog.
We're on air, online, on video, and on demand. Find us where you like us. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
You know, I often talk about Facebook. It's not only scams, they're clones. You get these friend requests from somebody that's already a friend of yours, and you know right away something's wrong. You might say, you know, Brad Leonard has sent you a friend request, but Brad Leonard's already a Facebook friend of mine. And whenever I get a Facebook request first place, I don't accept very many Facebook requests. I've told you all that before, because there's just too much chance of things happening. But if I get one I'm thinking about, the first thing I do is I go look to see if they already are friends of mine. I check it out, and if it says I'm a friend, it's like, okay, this is a scam. It's not really a scam, it's a clone. But today, Biffy, I got one from someone I know. Actually, someone's been a guest on the show. I'm not going to say who, but it's someone I know personally. I'm sure I'm already a friend of his. I checked it out. And they didn't even spell his name right, though. You know, if you're going to clone somebody and try and trick people, for God's sake, at least spell their name right. I mean, that's the first clue I saw there, that you didn't have the guy's name right. It's amazing to me how many... And I still don't get what the point of it is. What's the point of trying to get me to pick you to be a friend? I don't know. You all know, and if you don't, I should mention this, I have generally a policy I do not accept Facebook friend requests unless you send me a message as well that says I listen to your show. You can send me a message, I listen to your show and I hate everything you say. I don't mind that. I just have to know you're a real person. I get too many of these requests that just make me nervous, so I just don't accept them. So if you've sent me a friend request and I have not responded, please, it's not because I'm ignoring you personally. It's because I ignore all friend requests unless I know for absolute certain that you are a real live human being. Boy, I continue to get these very well endowed women, Biff, who have no friends in common. They usually come from their hometown is Paris, France, or Dubai, or Uruguay, and there's just one picture there, and it's usually a picture of their well endowments. And part of me says, I really would like just look at your picture for a while. But no, I delete them right away. 9:39:21 to the hour. The rain here at my home studio has stopped. It may have begun where you are. It's been kind of spotty throughout the morning this morning. You do kind of want to be aware of that. Biffy, did you catch this story about the so-called racial slur at a Marlins player earlier this week?
Yes, it was the Colorado Rockies and the Marlins game, yeah.
And the story was, became one of those, I won't say a big story, but it went online and people were, this is disgusting and this is terrible. The allegation was that a fan at Coors Field had repeatedly yelled the N-word at Lewis Brinson, who was an African-American player for the Marlins. And the Colorado Rockies issued a statement saying, we are disgusted with our fans saying this, and we don't stand behind it, and we're turning out a full investigation. And, there was a lot of media stuff, social media and so on. I can't believe what's this world come to, using the N-word. It's an uh-oh story, and this is why you got to be careful about these things. They did investigate, and it turns out the fan was not calling out to Lewis Brinson and was not using the N-word. The fan, and they now have video of this and witnesses nearby, and they've got emails and video clips and all kinds of actual evidence. He was actually calling out the name of the team's dinosaur mascot. The mascot's name is Dinger. D-I-N-G-R, Dinger. And the guy wanted Dinger to come over and take a selfie with him. So he was yelling, hey, Dinger, hey, Dinger, hey, Dinger. And it got turned into, he was shouting the N-word, and it was spread all over social media, and the Rockies, had investigated and said, we can't stand behind this, and so on. And it turns out it was nothing. It was just nothing. Biffy, it's another example of how we just sometimes jump on this stuff too quickly, I guess, right?
Yeah, and it's you got to be careful. I mean, I know he was yelling, which by the way is what they call home runs in some ballparks. Yeah. That's the mascot name. For those that don't know baseball, well, what's the meaning? What's that name mean? That's what they call home runs. So, yeah, I mean, I could kind of see where it's a little close, but if people around them, if they heard it, no big deal. I mean, it's just all right. Go about your business. Quit trying to make a gigantic deal and everything. And I mean,
look, it's completely understandable. Let me say that first of all. He's yelling, and I'm assuming that Brinson was somewhere close to the mascot. So he's yelling in that general area, and he's going, hey, Dinger, hey, Dinger, hey, Dinger. It's understandable that people confuse that, right? I do get that. But I think it goes to how we are so quick to assume that something bad has happened, right?
Well, and again, if the fans around, that they heard, they knew, and I'm pretty sure. Now I don't know, how close or the batter for the Marlins was, but if it's quiet enough and you could hear, wouldn't you think if he would have heard it, that he would have immediately turned around and found somebody's security that's close by and said, hey, you know, or told someone, or the batter would have made a bigger deal about it too.
Right. Yeah, it's an example of how we tend to pile on. We assume, and again, I understand how easy that is to make a mistake. There's an African American standing next to the mascot, and the guy says, hey, Dinger, hey, Dinger, hey, Dinger, and somebody hears, hey, N-word, hey, N-word. I get it. But we immediately assume it's the negative. We immediately assume there's trouble in here, this place. And it apparently didn't take a whole lot of time. Once they began to investigate it, they were able to play a video back, and they could tell what he had said, and people surrounding him said, no, that's not what he said. And, you know, I assume, it doesn't say in my article here, whether from the AP, whether, I assume they apologized to the guy. I don't have his name here. Maybe it didn't get public, and I hope it didn't. You don't want him branded with that. But it's just, I guess the point that it comes to me is how we immediately jump to a bad conclusion. No matter what it is, we jump to the bad conclusion, right?
And you know what now is, I don't know if it happened, or I hope it doesn't, but somebody's going to go to the Rockies and say, hey, you got to change the name of your mascot.
Oh, God.
Because it sounds too racist.
Oh, Biff. Oh, God. You know.
The way things are now. The way things are nowadays.
Yes, it actually could happen. It could happen. It's far too close to the N-word. You just better change that name. Oh, God. Hey, you're right, and it's not as if, it's the mascot's name, but it is a term used in baseball.
Yes.
Well, you've really thoroughly depressed me now. Because now I'm gonna be waiting for that shoe to drop. Yeah, somebody somewhere is going to say, "No, it's an example of what's wrong with that name. It's just too close to the N-word. We can't say the N-word, and we can't say that it's close to it." This is the world we're in anymore. My sermon this week that I preached on was the anger among us, and how everything is just so angry anymore. We're always looking for trouble. I often talk about it on social media. I love that website, Ohio Valley Food Fanatics. They give me tons and tons of great new restaurant ideas, places I've never been before, little places, big places. I love the place. And yet invariably somebody goes on that Facebook group and says, I went to Brad Leonard's restaurant and he didn't talk to me. And I think my hamburger was cold. And I'll never go back again. And then 42 other people jump on and go, that's right. You know, I've been there and it's bad. And somebody probably says, and Brad Leonard kicks his dogs too. You know, it's just like, we have to be angry. We have to be angry all the time. Maybe I'm too mild-mannered. Many of you would have a hard time accepting that premise, I know, but, you know, I have a bad experience, and, that was a bad experience. And unless I've had it 6, 7, 8, 10 times, I generally assume that, you know, it was a one-off deal, and then it'll get better as time goes by. But some people, oh, no, you know, I'll never go back there again. I went, and they made me wait 10 minutes before they served me. Oh. All right, 13 to the hour here on the one. There's just so much, you know, sometimes the whole world is too much with me anymore. So much with me anymore. All right, let's go over to the Big 7, WTRF TV. Brenda Danehart's here. Good morning, Brenda.
Hey, Howard. How are you?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
I'm doing just fine. I was listening to you saying, I think as we get older, things roll off our shoulders easier, don't you?
Yeah.
Like the things that would have bothered me when I was younger, certainly, I don't even give them, they're not even a blip on my radar, you know?
It's just, I read some of the social media stuff, and you and I have talked about it before, and it always turns into something angry. And I mean, I could post something as simple and nice as, had a great lunch at the West Sports Bar today. And then somebody will jump on and somehow tell me it's bad, and then they'll probably tell me that there's a politics. It's like, God, please, just all I wanted to do was tell you I had a nice lunch, and people have to yell about it. It's just.
I know.
But
I know.
You're right. In my dotage here, I have come to let things roll off my back a lot more.
Yeah, me too. Me too. What would have frustrated us earlier in life don't anymore. And everybody, I think, gets to that point. So I just think we're at a good time where we just don't worry about those things, those small things.
Yep, absolutely. What you got? Something exciting for us today?
Well, I think it's kind of neat that Gordon Gee is here in Wheeling today.
Oh, that's
He's
right,
going to be
yeah.
at the Wheeling Rotary, so it'll be interesting, with everybody, Westland taking their stance, and right now you don't have to wear a mask at WVU. So we're going to just get an update from him on what they're considering. I believe you have to fill out that you're vaccinated, if I'm not mistaken, if you go to West Virginia University. So we'll get an update from him and just see, it must be kind of an interesting time to be the head of a university and making those tough decisions. So DK is going to go to that story today. And then Catherine Guyan's doing a neat story, and I don't know all the details on Volunteer Wheeling, but it's a new group that they all volunteer their time, and they all go all over the city cleaning up Wheeling. So we're going to talk to several of them and see if we can't get them some help and get more people in that group. But that's a pretty neat group. And then, of course, the governor also announced, I think, his last winners in the baby dog vaccinate contest. And so I think
it wasn't me. I didn't win anything.
Me neither. But there was one person, I think, from Wheeling. Did you say from Wheeling, John? Weirton.
One from Moundsville and two from Weirton, I think.
Yeah, they got one of them got the getaway,
right.
The getaway package in Weirton. So that was about it on that side. And then for high school football previews today, we are showing Shenandoah, Caldwell, and Harrison Central. So those are the three up today. And as I mentioned yesterday, many more to come. We go all the way through Friday, August 20th, which is actually the kickoff of Ohio's football. Ohio kicks off on August 19th with like 2 games, I think, and then a host of games on the 20th, and then West Virginia is on the 27th. So just lots of things happening, and Blues Fest this weekend, and just all kinds of things going on.
Is this weekend Blues Fest?
I think so. Am I right on that?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, wow. I thought it was next weekend. Oh, geez.
No, I think it's this weekend. In fact, Bruce is coming in on Thursday to be our noon guest to talk about it. So hopefully he's going to have some great weather for that event and get a whole lot of people down there.
I need to make a note to get Bruce. I thought I had a week to get him on.
No, Howard, this week, Blues is this week. The Brew Fest is the following week. So you got Blues and Brew in back-to-back weeks.
The Blues and the Brews. Okay.
And I think they're both really big events. So people will want to know about them for sure.
Absolutely. So that's cool. And we talked yesterday. I'm really excited about your back to school football previews. I'm ready. I'm not ready for summer to end by a long shot. I want to be clear about that. But I'm in the mood to see football come back. August 20th is the first of our afternoon. Friday afternoon walkthrough shows here on the Watchdog, followed by our first game of the season. Biff, what is it? Martins Ferry and
Shadyside.
Martins Ferry and Shadyside. That'll be our first play-by-play game of the season, and it'll be nice to get back to all of that. So,
yeah, it sure will. I'm looking forward to that too, and WVU football, and I'm looking forward to all of that. So, yep. I'm with you for sure.
All right, sounds like pretty good stuff. Weather-wise, though, it's been a strange morning. The rain has come, the rain is gone, rain came back again.
I wasn't expecting it either when I walked out. I was like, oh, okay, there's some rain. But I know that Zach said they could kind of pop up any time, and I think that's over the next several days, he said that. So we'll have to just have an umbrella handy all week because it's so muggy and humid. We'll just have to be ready for it when it does.
Yep. The airport had a thunderstorm. It cleared up. Then a thunderstorm came back here at my home studios. It was just dark, and then it poured down rain for like 10 minutes, and then it went away. So I think that's going to be kind of the order of the day, depending on where you are, what time of day. Like you said, Brenda, just make sure you have an umbrella with you.
Yep, absolutely. And have a great Tuesday.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, Howard. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Brenda Danehart from the Big 7, WTRF-TV, checking in with some of the stories they are working on today. Sounds like some good stuff. I love Gordon Gee. I'm a member of Rotary. I really should go to but I am, for a variety of reasons, I don't think I can make that. But I love Gordon Gee. He's such a character, Biff.
Oh, he is, no doubt.
The guy with the bow tie. We need to get him on the show. I haven't had him on the show forever. I mean, it's been a long, long time. I'm going to see if we can get him on the show one of these days soon and chat with him, because he is an entertaining guy. He's a very smart man, brings a lot of things to it. I'm wondering what he's thinking about the college conferences,
Yeah, that'll be interesting to get it from an administrator's point of view.
I'm sure that he'll have some things to say about that probably when he speaks to the Rotary Club today. So that's good. If you're a member of Rotary, you might want to make sure you're there. The Rotary meetings are back in person now with certain COVID restrictions. So Gordon Gee, the guy with the bow tie, will be there. The Big 7 will be covering it and following it for us. So that all sounds good. 6 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. And later in the day, at least 2, maybe 3 more people will be visited by the ghost of Christmas past. No, I'm sorry. That's the wrong story. Will be visited by the governor and baby dog. Still 2 trucks. Actually, 4 people, right? Because we have 2 trucks and I think 2 million or near $1 million giveaways. I think I'm right about that. And those people get the surprise visit from Governor Justice and Baby Dog later on today. So I could be, maybe I should go to Rotary. Maybe the governor thinks I'll be at Rotary. Maybe he plans to go there and meet Gee and bring me my prize.
Wouldn't that be something?
It could be.
That'd be a heck of a way to give away that. Be there with Gee and the governor and the dog. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. So if the governor wants to bring me my prize to, I wasn't planning to go to Rotary, but if he's going to, if somebody will call me from the governor's office, let me know for sure. If he's going to give me my prize, then I might be, I might be sure I make a point of dropping by. All right. Boy, I got to call Bruce then. I didn't realize it was this weekend. I thought next weekend, the following weekend was Blues Fest.
No, it's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then again the following Saturday, the 21st, is the Brew Fest.
I've been trying to juggle all of these things to make sure we get people to come on the show and talk about them. This weekend is the return of Jefferson Fridays in Moundsville, which is their Friday afternoon / evening activity on Jefferson Avenue, where they have music and entertainment, and the stores are open and all kinds of special stuff. Sarah Wood is a Moundsville councilwoman and chair of the Arts and Culture Commission in Moundsville, is going to join us on Thursday to talk about Jefferson Friday and a number of other events. Moundsville is really picking up a lot of steam, a lot of activity. We'll talk about that on Thursday. Tomorrow, our old friend Reverend Cummings is coming in. He's got Stuff the Bus coming up this weekend, and then what do they call it, the Back to School Fair or Festival or something the following weekend. So we'll talk to Reverend Cummings about that tomorrow here on the Watchdog Morning Show. So we got just, I guess I got to try and get Bruce in here. I heard him with Butch or Bill.
Well, if it was yesterday, it would have been Bill. Tomorrow would be Butch, if Butch has him in tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. Tomorrow. This is only Tuesday. It must have been Bill then. Yeah, but I heard Bruce on, and I thought, I need to call him, get him on next week, because I was thinking next week was the week, but I was wrong. All right. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to say sayonara, see you, bye-bye, farewell. I got to go. I got to get out of here. Kirchhoff's got the calm coming up next, among other things. He'll be talking to Roger Hanshaw, the Speaker of the House, about the governor's Public Energy Authority reauthorization. He'll be talking with Fred Albert from the AFT West Virginia about whether teachers and staff should get vaccinated before getting back to school. General Hoyer, head of the task force on COVID will be talking about vaccinations, and of course our buddy Brad will be in as well. That's with Hoppy Kirchhoff's statewide talk line coming up next. Of course, as for me, as always, good Lord willing, creeks don't rise, bat phone doesn't ring, I don't get impeached, I don't retire, ticker keeps on ticking, and most importantly, Teddy, who's in the other room already getting playtime prepared for me. As long as Teddy says it's okay, you can go back to work tomorrow, Granddad. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, another go-around of the big gig. Are you back with me, Brother Biff?
I will be here for a Wednesday.
We will keep on doing it till we get it right.
That could be a long time.
Indeed.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
From ABC News.
All righty. Yeah, we made it through. Yeah. Brenda called early, which is good. I'm glad she called early, but it's okay. I'd rather they, like everything, I wish I would know ahead of time so I could plan a little better, but I'd rather they call early than late so we have time to get things in there. Bob must be on vacation or something, I'm guessing, or sick or something. Yeah, because usually he's not off more than one day in a row. So, all right. I'll work on something else for tomorrow. We've got Cummings at 8 o'clock. That may just be all I do. I don't know. I might get somebody. I do need to call Bruce then, see if he wants to come in at some point or call in. And I got a couple other things there. I'm juggling a few things. I just hope I remember them. I've got so many requests for guests out. I'm so afraid anymore that I'm forgetting if they call back or they text me back and say yes. I forget to put them on my calendar. I'm getting old, pal. It's just not sticking in my head the way I wish it would. So I've had some conflicts in the past. All right, everything okay as far as you know? Kayleen told me, she asked you yesterday about when we send an EAS test, there's a button someplace we push, is that right? Okay. 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 And does that get logged any place or just on our program log that we did the? Okay. Okay. Do we have a printout from the EAS that shows that? Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know anything about it. That's why I've been trying to figure it out here. So if we receive it shows, okay, on what printout? Yeah, yes. And that logs first into the EAS, and you take it from the EAS IP address and write it down. You can print that out from the EAS. Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So the printout is the actual printout from the EAS. I mean, it comes directly from the EAS unit. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Good. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I had no idea how we did it, and we have this national test coming up next week. And you got to file it with the FCC, so I just want to make sure I don't know anything about how we did it, so I was just checking. Now I understand. Yeah. Now there probably is, but as long as you do it that way, that's fine. There probably is some way to put a little printout on the EAS that actually prints out. But as long as you're getting it, you don't just listen for the test. You see it on the IP address, so that works. Gotcha. Okay, so there's a place to do. All right, that's good. That's what I need to know. All right, sounds good. Sorry to bug you, but it helps me to understand because I just don't understand how it was all set up. So that's good. That's good. And we have to do it separately for each station. Is that right? I mean, if we send an because I know the intros are different for each station, but do we still just push the same button? Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Okay, I got a better understanding now. That helps me a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And you said everything else is going okay? No problems today? All right. Well, I'll go see what Teddy wants to play. I can tell he's in there making noises. He's going to want to go play something, so we'll go play something. And I'll be around if you need me. Otherwise, I'll talk to you in the morning. Thanks for your help as always. Bye.
Good morning. Welcome to Talk Line on the Metro News Radio Network.
You are surrounded. We interrupt this program to bring you an emergency news bulletin. Repeat, this is an emergency bulletin. Keep your radio turned on.
Holy smoke. From the studios of the West Virginia Radio Corporation and the Metro News Radio Network, the voice of West Virginia, comes the most powerful radio show in West Virginia. This is Metro News Talk Line with Hoppy Kercheval.
Check set lineup link. Activated Telos telephone. Switch network control from Charleston to Morgantown.
Stand by. Q Hoppy. You're on.
Metro News Talk Line with Hoppy Kercheval is brought to you by Encova Insurance, encircling you with coverage to protect what you care about most. Visit Encova.com to learn more.
Good morning. Daniel Woods is our producer. Taylor Kennedy with a video stream. You can watch at WVMetroNews.com. Phone number 1-800-765-8255. Text me 304-TALK-304. First up this morning is, of course, we're starting to get back to school. Kanawha County already back. Other counties getting ready to go back. And the question is about safety in the schools, about masking, and about vaccinations. About vaccinations because West Virginia, after getting off to an incredible start and leading the nation in vaccines, is now lagging behind much of the rest of the nation. And in fact, I saw a projection this morning that at the current rate of vaccinations, we would not reach 70% until 2023. More on that a little bit later on with General Jim Hoyer. But first up this morning, on those teachers and staff going back to school, how many are getting vaccinated? Should they get vaccinated? Will they get vaccinated? American Federation of Teachers President Randy Weingarten said Sunday that she personally supports her members working with school districts to create vaccine mandates. An announcement that represents a significant shift from National Teachers Union's previous hesitance to endorse such requirements. In a Sunday interview with Meet the Press on NBC, Weingarten of AFT said that the spread of the coronavirus Delta variant is, quote unquote, alarming